Six things I wish I knew after my ex cheated, monkey branched on me, that would help me to heal so much faster and better. Because it's not just about the speed of your recovery or when you're getting back, into yourself and heal. It's about how you do it. The journey here is more important than the destination. And in today's session, I'm going to reveal to you six things I wish I knew, because you must realize that if you don't, you think you're going crazy after cheating and monkey branching, or even a rebound relationship where your ex is moving on very fast. Something in you dies, something in you just completely change, and it's hard. And it's hard, you ask yourself many existential questions. Sometimes you don't even want to exist anymore. So I want to bring order into your mind that is currently in chaos. I'm Coach Buzz Goldman, your relationship and breakup coach. And the first thing that I want to share with you is that at the early stages, you will seek solitude due to broken trust in humans. You will want to be alone and limit access to you from friends and new potential partners. You will seek solitude. And I remember when I started my healing journey, I was so alone. I didn't want anybody near me. I just went to the gym and then to the Muay Thai gym, coming back home. That's all I've done. Work, workout, work, workout, work on myself. Work, workout, work on myself. That's the routine that you need to have after a breakup, especially after monkey branching and cheating. This is the routine. Work on yourself, work out. That's it. Now, the second thing is that you will get closer to your family due to the fact that they are the only people you can truly trust. So if you feel that you are alone, realize that your body, your soul knows that you need to be alone right now. You got to. You got to, because you need to recover, you need to heal. And in old days, when we used to live in tribes, when one of the tribe members were ill or injured or wounded, you know what they did? They went to solitude. They needed to actually dig a hole and stay there until they are healed, because they didn't want to infect the tribe. They didn't know what they had. Like, we don't know what, it's not like they had doctors like we have now, or they didn't have the modern medicines that we have today. They didn't know. So they needed to completely seek solitude to heal and come back to the tribe when they are healed. So this is something that goes way, way, way back in our head, way back and still in our head, to seek solitude when we feel depressed. Because depressed, if you are actually hyphenate the word, it's deep rest. You need deep rest. You need to be alone. That's okay. The beginning, that's okay. Many people think that they need to be around people. They need to do this. You don't need to do shit. You need to heal. This is what you need to do. You don't need to do shit. Don't put extra expectations on yourself when you feel like this, when you're not in this emotional state, you're not healed yet. Take the time. If you need help with healing, I got the Rise of the Phoenix for you. This is my online healing coaching program where now I'm just offering it for you for $37 for a limited amount of time. It will be probably few days, so make sure you take advantage of it now, because then the price will increase. And I don't want you to miss this chance to get it at this price, because when you get the program, you can ask me questions. You're closer to me, I'm closer to you. I can monitor your healing journey. That's the thing. And you have a process to follow. You don't need to watch 1,000, you know, YouTube videos, because YouTube algorithm just suggests to you more videos, more videos, more videos, and you find yourself consuming so much information. And if you don't implement and apply it, you become very frustrated and even more broken. So my program takes you step by step by step towards healing. That's it. It's very simple. The link in the description below. Get it. If you need to talk to me one on one for me to help you with your unique situation, create a blueprint for you, I got you. The link in the description below as well to book a call with me. And one more thing, if you want to join the Rise of the Phoenix, my online healing community for free, feel free to do so. It's on Facebook and the link in the description below. Number three is that you will develop trust issues, and let me show you how to overcome it because it's not a normal breakup. That's actually number, yeah. Okay, so you will develop trust issues, and I want to show you how to overcome it. In order for you to overcome trust issues, is the realization you need to get the realization that now you're wiser, now you're stronger. Now you know more. Instead of trusting less, you need to trust more because you know how it feels when somebody is zigzagging. You know when they're hiding. You know how it feels. You're wiser. Use this. Trust more. And when someone tries to fuck with you again, you're like, you recognize this behavior. I'm not having that. You tap out. That's it. Simple as that, because you will not tolerate disrespectful behavior anymore. Because you know that after disrespectful behavior, this shit is probably going to happen. There is an opening when your partner disrespect you to a very high degree, they don't have problem to pull that shit on you. But now you know, so trust more, don't trust less. Trust more. It will take a little bit of time, but when you realize it, you're like, oh, okay, I can trust more. Give 100% trust. And when I feel someone's fucking with me, I'm tapping out. I'm out. That's it. As simple as that. Now, give yourself time because this is not a normal breakup. The healing takes a little bit more time. It's between 3 months to a year. And to be fully healed is you'll be fully healed once you start a new relationship. But take between 3 months to a year to recover. It doesn't need to take more than a year. And I'm saying 3 months to a year because this is the max, not more than a year. If you do the work correctly, 3 months can be more than enough. More than enough. But if you don't do the work correctly, even a year, more than a year will not be enough for you. This is why I'm telling you the rise of the phoenix. Get it. Or talk to me. Let me help you and guide you. So you will be fully healed when you get into a new relationship. When you get into a new relationship, you need to know how to handle that. This is number four right here. Your first relationship after monkey branching will be a little bit hard. So I want you to move slow and take your time. Share with your partner where that you were betrayed. This event will affect your behavior, and they must know. They must know. So at the beginning, it will be a little bit hard because you still carry this baggage. But if you move slow and you take your time with your new partner, that should be fine. Take the time to be physically intimate. Take the time to be emotionally connected. All of it. Take the time. Take the time. There's no rush here. That's the important thing. Many people, after they being monkey branch or cheated on, they feel worthless. They feel like shit. And then what they do in order for them to gain their respect and to gain their dignity back, the validation, they try to seek external validation, they say, I'll just go with someone else. See, I'm good too because your ex is with someone else, and you think that if you will go with someone else, you're even. Don't play this game. Everybody loses this game. Don't be a loser in this game. Be a winner. When you're a winner, you work with yourself, you don't give a fuck, and you rise. Number five, you will seek revenge. You will seek revenge. Of course you will. And that's all right. And I say, I wish I knew that because when I just said to myself, why am I seeking so much revenge? Why I hate her so much? Rejection breeds obsession. You're obsessed with them. And the fact that they hurt you so much, as humans, we are very reciprocal. When someone do something good for you, you want to reciprocate. When someone do bad things for you, you want to reciprocate as well. So this is just human nature that you want revenge, you want them to suffer, you want to see this relationship, their new relationship goes to shit. It will goes to shit. But it doesn't need to concern you at this point. What needs to concern you is you. You're healing where you are, where you going, what you're doing. That needs to be your main concern. Number six, your ego will hurt you more than your heart. You feel like you lost and you want to prove to your ex that they made a mistake. And I want you to heal for you, not for them. You become complete for you, not for them. Don't wait for them. Don't do this for them. Don't try to prove them anything. They got nothing to do with your life anymore. This person has passed away from your life. I actually also made a video about bury the past, create a eulogy and actually a tombstone that shows like your ex symbolically passed away because it's easier to grieve over someone who passed away instead of someone who chooses not to be with us. But that's for an all other video. For now, make sure you watch the video, go back to my channel and find the video about the tombstone technique, a healing technique. It's a video where you will see, I will put the thumbnail here now so you can see the thumbnail, and then go find this video because it will give you a technique to follow, will help you tremendously. With that said, you guys, I hope that this video was helpful for you to understand a little bit more how to navigate this dynamic while you're going through this breakup. It's super hard, I know, but I also know that you got it, and I also know that you will rise, and I also know that you have what it takes. What I don't know is if you're actually going to do this or not. I really hope that you will. I really hope that you take it and you realize that it happened for you and not to you, and you're going to grow and you're going to rise. I love you, send you healing, and I will see you again in my next video. Take care.